these two players will ascend further in bracket.
That is true.
And be one step closer
and will
to that goal.
Will it be the
Jesus
man
Christ.
himself? What?
I'm staring at a Pitt versus Byleth match.
Yes, you are.
That's crazy.
Anyways,
I'm sorry, I've never seen.
Look, I understand that you're distracted by Chase's massive forearms,
There's
but let's get back to the match.
Just even through the thickness of that shirt, he really, you can tell how ripped he is as an individual.
You know what?
Look
you
at
can
him.
Look at this virile man.
Well, he's really trying to make it so you can't look at him.
A man. This man, this season in his tennis league is undefeated, and we're gonna see if he can carry that into Ultimate Shockwave with his Byleth up against Everything is Purple.
And I love that Everything is Purple, being my favorite color here. He's bringing the purple in the leaves in his hair.
Right? Everywhere you see, it certainly is purple.
He was so ready for Chase to tech in.
Yeah, he might be tech chased, but he is looking more like tech chased right now. Everything is Purple is off to a solid start. And look at the juggle as well. He's been having no problems keeping Byleth in the air.
And that will be a thing that is true in general. As Byleth, you are going to struggle and disadvantage. You don't have the best aerial drift. And Pitt actually does have really good ways to cover your landing options with that dash attack burst. When that arrow is going to be big.
Oh, it certainly is going to be big. Now, of course, Byleth got a lot of range.
After that arrow, I really expected a drop down nair. I think drop down nair will just be there. Who needs that?
Man, 1 minute gone, and so too is Chase's first stock. Man, Everything is Purple. I mean, coming in quick. I mean, he's taken only 9.4% so far, and that was within the first couple of seconds. So we'll see if Chase can start, mounting this comeback. I think one thing that he's, kind of struggling with right now is that a lot of Byleth's options are very committal, and
definitely.
Against a quicker character like Pitt, you got to make sure that every move needs to have purpose.
Yeah, and Chase is definitely going for some options that might cover a normal character's only options, but he's not taking into account that Pitt has that multiple jumps available to him, can really mix up that defense. He doesn't have the best aerial drift. A little bit too far.
Yeah, a little bit too far. You've got to be very careful about when you decide to use the fail knot to cover your recovery back, because it does take a while.
Lag and a half.
And I guess Pokemon Stadium 2 might mess you up there a little bit, because maybe on Battlefield you get the grab the stage and then immediately get that wall jump back up. But
yeah, I'm kind of surprised there was no wall jump.
Either way, Palutena's bow looking a little bit stronger than the legendary Fell Knot. I don't know why that came out of my mouth so weird.
Here we go. Got a down throw, setting up. Yeah. Covering that whole flat, basically, even if Chase was forced there. That's a big... Oh, he didn't get his dash there. But that move definitely is very punishable on shield.
Yes, it is. Now we see, again, Byleth can be pretty punishable off stage. Chase going to have to burn that air dodge to get back, and Everything is Purple is ready to cover.
That was just clean execution, really forcing... we saw a lot of times where you're able to use those multiple jumps to force a certain position that Byleth has to recover from, and then just covering it with that aerial.
I mean, Pitt really seems like he deals with Byleth very well. I mean, not having to go off stage to challenge that recovery. He can use that Palutena's bow to do it safely from on stage, not put himself at any risk. And of course, having multi-hits against Byleth is really nice, because it's whiffing that you need to be really scared of against her. But if all you're doing is mixing up recovering your opponent's timing mix-ups by having those long active hitboxes, like a character like Pitt has, that can be really helpful.
Definitely. We're going to see the Wario come out of Tech Chase.
Wario.
Wario, okay.
Yes, because he was saying tonight that he was going to mess around a little bit with this character, and quite a good character to mess around with as well.
Wario definitely has some sauce to him. That's true.
And I've seen Chase land full sauce against good characters, too. Like, Wario's actually pretty clean.
Okay, not fully connecting at the very edge of the stage. Didn't have a lot of room to jump up for that up air. But that nair is such a big combo starter, and he's got that fast fall timing down on the second hit. Ooh, dash attack on shield is definitely going to be punishable. Looks like Everything Purple is ready. Everything is Purple is really covering all of Chase's aerial movement here.
That's the big thing that Everything is Purple is doing so well, is whenever Chase kind of gets out of hit stun, Everything is Purple is doing a really good job of drifting out of where Wario can threaten just outside of that, and then use his disjoints to hit back. Look at that right there, that downer, forcing Chase to actually tech on the side of the stage.
Really There we go. It looks like Everything is Purple is not super familiar with his ability to use the bike. He knows that it's a good tool, but he doesn't know the distances, and Chase is a little more comfy with that.
Ooh. Now, Everything is Purple tossing the bike off stage there is actually really good for Chase because he gets access back to the bike, but because of that, he goes right towards the pit and he gets punished big time.
Ooh, really trying to cover this. Yeah, that's a parry.
That's good.
That was so clean from Tech Chase. Again!
Again, you'll do it.
He is so ready for that. The double, that's how you know there wasn't a fluke. He was looking for that. Reactable.
Chase is all about the his name is Technology Chase.
It's
and
true.
He is about the technology.
Oh.
Just the eye poke.
He has the technology.
Put this man in a Best Buy. He will not feel out of place.
Oh, but that Nair covers up so much space. I love that he went for the gambit of riding the bike all the way across. Because what does Pit do against them?
I mean, you really don't do too much about it. There we go. Up smash.
Yeah.
Not quite going to do it.
That was a really smart use of those orbitars.
Yeah. No, just to keep the Wario out. He's so stubby of a character.
What do you do when the man is poking your shield?
I don't do nothing. Oh, God. Get me out of this circle.
Oh, no. I'm trapped.
That is a friend of mine's like Twitter name, and I think about that every time I'm stuck in shield.
Oh my god. That falling up air, the fact that Everything is Purple challenged that is kind of insane.
Oh, be careful. If you air dodge, that could spell your death. And it looks like Everything is Purple knows that. And the great thing about playing Pit in this matchup is that you can use those double jumps at most percents to just kind of escape those sticky situations, and it's not an overcommitment because you've got more to go. Down tilt.
And he covers the landing. Chase has to be really careful about this. He has no bike available to him.
That's what I'm saying, is that you don't want to just throw Wario's bike off stage because you can. It can be really hindering to him if that's stuck on stage where he can't access it.
Do we see? Yeah, the down tilt, he's going for it. Going to try to cover this aerial. Look at these double jump mix-ups and multi-jump mix-ups are really helping Everything is Purple. Again, Chase looks like he's really familiar with how to cover a traditional character's ability to land here, but... Oh, that armor! He is ready. Chase still does have full waft active, though. He is a stock away from so much scariness.
That being said, Everything is Purple doesn't really necessarily need to play like he has it too much, at least at the moment. You know, not until he loses that next stock, because I think that, you know, mentally you're probably pretty sure that your opponent's going to hold on to that waft for the last stock.
Oh, yeah. That's the scary part, though, is when we get there with that back air coming through, Tech Chase only has 21%, gets the taunt for the power up, tries to attack an invincible opponent, so he eats that Nair. But
yes,
the parry?
Again, the parry skill is always there from Chase. We just see, again, the spacing from Everything Purple is really what's defining this game for him.
And I love that gentleman jab there.
Oh, be careful.
That up tilt looks like he doesn't have the confirms. Pit might just be a little awkward of a wait for Chase here.
You also really need to get the sour spot sort of at these percents to confirm into that waft. If you're looking at the up tilt,
and
that's what I'm talking about. Sour spot might have given that to you, but because he got the sweet spot, he wasn't able to get the full confirm.
There we go, and he's sitting at 112 now. He got caught out of his
He's
jump.
got no bike, yeah.
He has no jump as well, but it looks like Everything is Purple did not recognize that. Chase has access to bike again.
Oh, he needed to use the bike. Yeah, you needed to bike and then jump off of that to make it back to ledge, but Everything is Purple had the rest of it covered. Chase couldn't make it back, and it's the Pit moving on 2-0.
With